Hello everyone. I am going to just get myself together here. If you hear Asher screaming in the background, that is because it's his nap time. And this is normally how nap times go. He screams for a good 10 to 15 minutes before he actually gives in and just falls asleep. I know my last video was not my last video. I think a few videos ago I was talking about how we're still struggling with his self-soothing and his bedtime. I do have an update on that. So he actually is sleeping pretty good throughout the night. He has been going to bed. I think we pretty much have like a set routine. He's been going to bed around 8:30, 9 o'clock. And then, like last night, he actually slept from 8 o'clock to 6 in the morning. Like, a round of applause, please. Because the biggest struggle has been just getting him to stay asleep past like 3 to 4 hours. So I have to say I'm really happy about that. It's almost been 2 weeks since I posted just because there's just so much going on. I'm so exhausted. I'm not even gonna lie. I think it's just been laziness of uploading, or even honestly trying to find ideas of what to vlog right now, going through just a lot of stress. I figured I would just kind of give like an update of life right now, what's happening aside from Asher. So aside from still working on Asher's self-soothing, I think that's the next challenge we have right now, is our self-soothing for naps. And even to go to bed, like it'll take he just stopped crying, so I think he may have given up. The problem is him crying or screaming for a good 10 to 15 minutes before he's still bouncing. Jesus. So never mind, he is not sleeping, he is bouncing on all fours right now. So normally bouncing does get him to give up, and he uses all his energy and ends up going to sleep. But with this child, he's so unpredictable and stubborn, it's crazy. Yeah, napping we're still struggling with. If you hear keys typing, that's Sean on his keyboard. Our lease is ending in our apartment. Technically the end of next month, but because they let us know late, we have until the end of March. And honestly, even that's a struggle. Not even because we can't afford a nicer place. I think right now it's because, like, just to be transparent, I have like really shitty credit. And that came from, you know, if you're new to my channel, I've had 3 miscarriages previously to having Asher, and with those 3 miscarriages have come hospital bills, obviously. My first and second, I passed. First one there wasn't a baby formed, but I passed like the blood clotting and all that stuff, and then the second one actually passed him. So obviously I had to rush to the emergency room and all that stuff, and then the third time I had a D&E, which again incurs hospital bills. So I have a lot of hospital bills in my collections on my credit. And of course, I'm sure it's like, well, why don't you just pay them? If I could, I would. And then I had paid off all my credit cards, but then our dog Paco, I can't even remember if I vlogged about, I don't think I was vlogging at that time, but he got attacked by a dog last year, and we had to rush him to the vet. This was after I paid all my credit cards, and he ended up having to have ear surgery and be put under, and that was a good pretty much all my credit cards, which put me back down to dang, like that sucks. Now yeah, so that's honestly the biggest problem. And then Sean currently doesn't have a full-time job right now. Not that he hasn't been applying, it's just I think because of COVID, I don't know what's happening. Things are just very weird right now in the world, and it seems to be reflecting on my life right now. We did already get turned down from an apartment because of my credit. Not my income. My income isn't a problem. And then, you know, Sean's credit is better than mine, but his income isn't as much as mine, so then we get denied for that. So currently, and then it just sucks because we're kind of getting closer to a time crunch, and I really don't want to have to go from like a really crappy apartment, which I can definitely link below my video that I did about how crappy this apartment complex we live in is. I really don't want to have to go to like one apartment to another that doesn't have like a washer and dryer in the unit and doesn't have like updated appliances. Like, I want to feel like my apartment's a home, even though I know it's not. But it's my home, especially having an 8-month-old. But the goal for sure is a 2-bedroom instead of a 1-bedroom. So Asher can have his own room and we're not sharing a room, and there's a little more space for all of us. But obviously I know that I cannot be picky. Once we get a little closer to crunch time, I'm just going to have to apply to some that I may or may not like. But that's okay, because then for sure the goal would be, like, I just paid off a credit card. The goal is just to get there, like just to get there. I'm not gonna put too much makeup on because I'm going to be showering and washing my face. I just need something on my face to feel like I'm not just falling to shreds, which is kind of how I feel right now. But I've also been looking on Zillow for people like putting their houses up for rent. And honestly, there's been a lot in a nice area nearby that we could afford, but the problem is they don't take pets. And I have Paco, I have 2 cats, which honestly I don't advise having animals. I've said this before. If you are pregnant or you have, like, you don't want pets with a baby, especially like stubborn pets like my dog who's 80 pounds, and just like, it's just crazy. So I really wish I didn't have pets. But anyway, a lot of them aren't taking pets, which is a bummer because I'm not just gonna up and get rid of my animals. I think my dad made a joke like, oh, what's more important? He said something like, I think I was saying that one of the houses wanted like a full month's rent deposit per animal. And my dad was like, that's just outrageous to pay for a cat. And I was like, okay, so what are you... And then he said something to where it was sounding like he wanted me to like get rid of my cats. And I was like, I've had my cats for like 5 to 6 years. I'm not gonna up and just get rid of them. Like, I have a bond with my cats. Like, animals to me are like family, even though they all get on my nerves. But I guess that for sure means that they are family. Because what's family if they don't get on your nerves, right? I did find a really nice house though. Oh, and then on top of that, a lot of, like, I just paid last week. They want $50 for an application fee per applicant. So because it's me and Sean, I had to pay $100 last week. And then there is a really, really nice house for what we can afford in a really nice area. They take pets. So I actually was texting back and forth with the owner, and he sent me the application. I sent it right back. I paid again another $100 because he wanted $50 per adult moving in the house. So that was just yesterday. I paid $100, and I'm waiting to hear back. And I really hope that the stars align. The universe will be in my favor. We can get this house. It's a really nice house. And again, it's renting a house, but I would feel like it'd be such an accomplishment for me. And who doesn't want a house with an 8-month-old and just space, like just space, so me and Sean can like not be up each other's ass and just have more room, and I can like go in the other room and not hear Asher crying, like just space. I feel like would be awesome, especially with Asher growing. He'll be 1 in May, which is just freaking out. I don't even want to think about. But yeah, so I'm really hoping the stars will align. But yeah, so I think just dealing with that stress. Work has been a little busier for me. I'm an appraisal processor for an appraisal management company. So work has been a little busier than normal, which has been a little stressful. And then I get gold freaking glitter all over my face from this. I have to clean out my makeup drawer. Anywho, yeah. My hair isn't looking too great, but we're just going to brush it back because I have no energy to even do that right now. I'm just going to do some eyebrow gel. But yeah, I think that's pretty much really the main thing that's been going on. And I have anxiety and depression, and I think just my anxiety with all this stress and having a baby also puts stress on your relationship. So it's been a little rocky with me and Sean, just, you know, to be expected, you know, with having a baby. It's only the beginning of 2022. I'm hoping that things just get a little easier, things fall into place. I also have been having some jaw pain, and I went to an appointment 2 days ago to get like a scan of my jaw and a CAT scan of my nose or something. It was a pain and sleep therapy center, and they say like your jaw can be affected by your sleep and all that stuff. And come to find out, I had no clue. I have a deviated septum in my left nostril. My airway is like the airway of like an 8-year-old, which is crazy. My jaw has like I have a degenerative jaw disease with arthritis, and I'm pretty much bone on bone on this side, which is just crazy. And this place doesn't take insurance, so they're like, oh, for treatment it'd be $4,500, and I'm just like, are you kidding me? Yeah, sure, I have $4,500 I'm gonna pull right out my ass to give you, because clearly I do. So I did a sleep apnea test because I may have sleep apnea, and hopefully not hopefully, because you don't want to have sleep apnea, but if I do, they can possibly bill my insurance, yada, yada, yada. So I'm waiting to hear back about those results, and then I have to see a nose doctor to fit, and then I also have a bone spur as well, along with the deviated septum. So I found out all this information 2 days ago, and I'm just like, I was expecting to hear like something small about my jaw we can just fix. So I like found all this out in one day, and I'm just like, it's an overwhelming amount of information. So I had to make all these appointments, and the soonest I can see a nose doctor is in March. So just a lot of stuff. So that also put me like in a really deep stressed mood. So it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. And although things have been a little easier with Asher at night, it's still pretty crazy and honestly just annoying. Like, I love Asher to death. Like, you love your baby to death. But hearing wah, oh, wah, oh, wah, for like minutes straight, tell me that's not gonna annoy you. I actually had to step outside yesterday when he was going for his nap because it was so annoying to me, like just those sounds. Like if anybody made those sounds, it would just annoy me. So that just like, it's crazy. And especially like my desk is in the living room for me to work and he's in the bedroom and I can hear it almost like he's right next to me. So that's another reason why a house with space would be just incredible. So if you're watching this, throw positive vibes my way, our way, to hopefully get this house and just be in a really good area. And like I definitely want to stay close to, you know, family. And I want Asher to be by his grandparents and literally it's even closer to them. Like I'm only 10 minutes away, but it's even closer to them. So again, positive thoughts my way. I would love it. But yeah, that's all. I'm hoping that again, as pieces fall into place, I will be uploading a lot more, doing more vlogs, not just about Asher. I'm trying to just figure out what kind of content I want to put for my channel. So trying to figure that all out. I used to do like makeup and all that stuff, but then it just got to a point where it's like I don't have a whole bunch of money to be spending on like all these new like makeup releases that come out and everything, and I don't get sent PR. I just don't. So it's just like it's all coming out of my pocket, and it's like, okay, I don't think that I can keep up with actually making this a beauty channel. So then I really was liking the vlogs, especially after having Asher. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what my content will be. But yeah, I will hopefully start getting back to uploading twice a week. I just wanted to sit down and kind of talk about what's been super stressful in life. But if you enjoy my content, or if you would like, please consider subscribing, ring the bell to be notified when I upload, hit like on the video, and come say hi or comment down below. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.